Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and Restless exclusive head writer Josh Griffith teases Kane's huge game plan, underlying motives and the fallout that will shake Genoa City to its core. By the hardest, the young and the restless Kane has fought his way onto Victor's chessboard, and though he's a long way from putting the Black Knight in check, much less checkmate, he's also not about to throw in the towel. He has a huge game plan. Executive producer, head writer, Josh Griffith tells Soaps.com, and neither Victor nor anyone else can be entirely sure of Kane's motives. The question that everyone will be asking is this all to win something back, or is this pure revenge? Always. Now that Kane's reveal as Aristotle Dumas is in rearview, the plot just continues to thicken. All of our major players will find themselves caught in his web for most of the summer, says the scribe. Whether they'll all make it back out of his web remains to be seen. Kane is sure that an attempt is about to be made on his life, but he isn't necessarily the one who'll be shipped back to the States from France in an urn. Right. Spoiler. One thing about which we can be sure is that while Victor may take a licking, he'll keep on ticking. He meets a very worthy adversary in Kane, Griffith says, but I don't think Victor ever will lose. He will always win. He may face challenges, he may seem to stumble, but the great thing about Victor is that he always then reveals that he's been 5 steps ahead the whole time. If you've been wondering whether the reintroduction of Kane Ashby was just a fleeting nostalgia play or the tip of a very big iceberg, Josh Griffith has 3 words for you. Think again. Hard dot. In an exclusive, the young and the restless head writer pulls back the curtain on what's quickly shaping up to be the next game-changing power play in Genoa City. And it all begins and ends with the former Chancellor Industries coup turned unpredictable wild card, Kane Ashby. We didn't bring Kane back to hang out in crimson lights and wax poetic about Lily. Griffith tells us with a knowing grin, there's a huge game plan, and it's already in motion. The fans just haven't seen the full scope of it yet, but they will, very soon. Let's just say, you may want to buckle up. The return nobody saw coming, and the one Victor should have feared. When Kane Ashby, Daniel Goddard, first reappeared on our screens, the reaction was split, and understandably so. After all, it had been years since he exited Genoa City, leaving behind a trail of heartbreak, betrayal, and one of the most complicated legacies in the Y&R universe. Would this be a redemption arc, a second shot at love, a quiet reintroduction? Try none of the above. There's always been this ambiguity about Kane. Griffith explains. Yes, he loved Lily. Yes, he was a family man, but he's also a survivor, a schemer, a guy who came into this world under false pretenses and stayed because he was smart enough to outwit people who were smarter than him or thought they were. That last point, he adds, is what makes Kane dangerous. We're leaning into that. He's been underestimated too many times. That's about to change. Already, viewers have noticed Kane's curious interest in the current state of Chancellor Winters. He's asked too many questions, been too available, reconnected too icily. He's not here to mend fences, Griffith teases. He's here to burn bridges and build something new from the ashes. An agenda that spans across generations. So what exactly is Kane's plan? While Griffith is keeping the full reveal tightly under wraps, he does let slip that Kane's return has been in the works behind the scenes for months. We've been seeding little details for Sharped fans, he says. Mentions of Chancellor of Jill, even Devon's anxiety over power shifts in the company. It's all tied to Kane's and let's be clear, Jill is very much a part of the story. There's a reason we've kept Jill off screen for a while, Griffith notes, alluding to the mysterious business trip that's kept Jess Walton's character out of town. We wanted to create this vacuum of authority at Chancellor Winters, and Kane is stepping into it. According to Griffith, Kane's play isn't just corporate, it's deeply personal. He doesn't just want the company back, he wants legacy, he wants control, and he wants to show everyone from Devon to Victor to Billy that the Ashby name still means something. That quest for legacy may lead Kane to make some morally questionable choices. Let's just say, the line between ambition and obsession is going to get real blurry, Griffith admits, especially when it comes to someone he's about to align himself with. Who could that be? You might want to keep your eyes on Audra, Ashley, in an unexpected alliance. Though Griffith is coy about names, we pressed for more. And finally, he relented with a smile. There are alliances forming that will shock people. Enter Audra Charles. She's ruthless, smart, opportunistic. Kane sees that and respects it, Griffith confirms. But she also sees something in Kane, a means to an end. Together, the two could become one of Genoa City's most dangerous pairings. They're not lovers yet, Griffith hedges, but they do see the world in similar terms. Power isn't inherited. It's taken. But that's not the only eyebrow-raising potential. Alliance. Griffith teases a surprise pivot involving Ashley Abbott. Ashley's in a fractured state right now. She's questioning everything, her family, her role, even her grip on reality. And Kane knows how to spot vulnerability. It's a skill he's honed. Could we see a Kane-Ashley team? Griffith doesn't confirm, but he doesn't deny either. It would be very unexpected, he muses. Which is exactly why it would be so compelling. Devon and Lily in the crosshairs as for who stands to lose the most from Kane's return. Look no further than Devon Hamilton and Lily Winters. Devon's always had this simmering resentment toward Kane. Griffith explains, even when they tried to make peace, there was this sense that Kane was a reminder of everything Devon wasn't, at least in his own mind. And Lily, she's the key to Kane's past, and possibly his future. Griffith says, but she's not the same woman she was. She's tougher now, smarter, more guarded. And Kane may not like the new Lily as much as he thinks he does. Expect some emotionally volatile scenes between the two, ones that could reopen old wounds. We're not interested in rehashing their romance, Griffith clarifies, but we are interested in what happens when two people who once defined each other have to face the fact that maybe, just maybe, they no longer recognize each other. One spoiler, Griffith does allow. Devon is going to make a decision in response to Kane's maneuvering that could shatter the entire Chancellor winner's structure. It's bold, risky, and maybe catastrophic. Victor, Billy, and a storm brewing at the top of course. Kane's game isn't limited to Chancellor Winters. He has his sights set on Genoa City's most powerful figures, namely, Victor Newman and Billy Abbott. Victor is never not paying attention. Griffith laughs, but even he is caught off guard by the scope of Kane's ambition. There's also a deeply rooted antagonism between Kane and Billy. Something Griffith says will absolutely explode. They've always hated each other, and now, there's real estate, power, even family on the line. He explains. This won't be a few angry words in society. We're talking about a full-blown corporate war, and it's going to get ugly. Expect chess moves, backdoor dealings, and betrayals that make past Newman-Abbott battles look like child's play. Griffith hints that one of these men, Victor or Billy, will find themselves completely outplayed in a way that stuns them and the audience. A character reinvented and redefined, but what about Kane himself? Has he really changed? That's the question at the heart of this story, Griffith says. Can a man like Kane, who has survived by manipulating people and cutting corners, ever truly evolve? Or is he just getting better at hiding who he is? Griffith compares Kane's reinvention to other classic soap. Villain stern power players think Victor Kiriakis, Days of Our Lives, Stefano DiMera, or even Adam Newman. Those characters survive because they adapt, they charm, they lie. But they also build empires. Kane's story is a reflection of that, and Daniel Goddard Griffith says the actor has never been more energized. He came in guns blazing. Griffith says, and he challenged us to go deeper. What drives Kane? What haunts him? What fuels him? That kind of commitment elevates the entire canvas. The fallout will be nuclear when we ask what the ultimate endgame is. Griffith gives us a quote that says it all. By the time Kane's game plan is fully revealed, the fallout will touch every major family in Genoa City. That includes the Newmans, the Abbotts, the Winters, even the Baldwins. Surprisingly enough, there's one more twist coming, involving a character from Kane's past, someone fans haven't seen in a long time, who's going to return and throw everything into chaos. Might that be his son, Sam? Or even his presumed dead twin, Caleb? Griffith only smiles and says, there's a reason we called it a huge game plan. And it's not over yet. The bottom line, Kane's return isn't just a plot point. It's a reckoning. If you thought Kane's return was just a fun trip down memory lane, think again. This is war, corporate, emotional, and possibly literal. This story isn't about right or wrong. Griffith says it's about legacy, power, family, and if Griffith's track record is any indication, from the Amanda Hillary twist to the Diane resurrection, when he says a story will shake Genoa City to its core, we'd be wise to believe him. Everything is about to change, he promises. The only question is, who will still be standing when the dust settles? Final thoughts, a villain, a visionary, or both. The genius of Griffith's current arc isn't just in resurrecting Kane Ashby, it's in weaponizing the viewer's memories of him. By layering ambition with vulnerability, revenge with remorse, and family with fury, Kane's story becomes more than a power grab. It becomes a character study in what happens when the past won't stay buried. Get ready. Genoa City. Kane's not playing checkers, he's playing chess. And if Josh Griffith is to be believed, the king is about to fall. And that's checkmate. Teasers to watch for. Audra's late-night meeting with a mysterious Australian benefactor. Boardroom ambush that sends Devon reeling. A scene where Ashley calls someone the only man who really sees me, and it's not Tucker Victor telling Michael. Kane Ashby is becoming a problem I can no longer ignore. A cryptic letter, addressed to C.J. Ashby, signed by C.